Hello everyone, Josh first, back again bringing you guys some more Elune news, and today we have some new balancing patch plans coming your way. Now, I do not know if these are going to be coming anytime soon, if they're going to be coming later on, possibly could be coming with the next patch notes that we get hopefully in the next few days, or it could be at a later time. I have no idea, so we'll have to stay tuned on that. However, when these do get implemented, there's going to be some big changes to a few of your favorite characters, such as Reve. Reve's special skill, Firebomb, which of course would be her S2. After level 4, the damage will increase. Now, you'll notice that on level 5, 6, and 7, the damage will go up slightly from where it is right now. So it'll go from 1.05, which is 105% attack, to 113%. 121% on level 6 will go up to 133%, and as you can see, they've now added level 7 officially, not just within the simulator, so we can only at this point now assume the new exclusive gear will be allowing all skills to go up to level 7, as we kind of theorize, a lot of us. So 138% will go up to 154% attack. So that is almost a 30% increase, which is pretty crazy on that level 7 when we, of course, are able to start getting the exclusive gear. So Reve is going to be pretty crazy. On top of that, her skill gem effect changes from 5% chance of ignoring target's magic defense to now 5% chance of applying Blaze for 3 turns. Which, of course, if you also get Blaze off anyways, that could be double stacked Blaze, which is pretty insane. So yeah, she's gonna be doing basically more damage with her S2. And Reve is already a very heavy damage dealer for AoE, so that just makes her even better. So really cool there for Reve fans, including myself. My Reve is currently a +5, so for me personally, that's nice. I'll take it. Baldr skill adjustments. Purpose, maintain performance and existing usage while changing skill gem effect. Special skill, Fire Whirl. After level 4, the damage will increase. So similar to what Reve got, Baldr's going to be getting the same thing on level 4, level 5, and level 7. Notice his level 6 skill was not included, so his level 6 might be saying the same? Or maybe they just forgot to add. I'm a little confused on that one, but it is definitely not listed there. Interesting. Because Reve's got 4, 5, 6, and 7. Baldr's got 4, 5, no 6, but 7. Interesting. Maybe there was a typo if they forgot to include it, or maybe level 7 was not supposed to be included in these patch notes. Who knows? A lot of good juicy theories to come around. I'm assuring you very soon. But anyways, so yeah, he's going to be getting a little bit more damage available on his S2, similar to Reve, and his skill gem effect also will be changing. 5% chance of ignoring target's physical defense to now 5% chance of applying Blaze for 3 turns. So again, that Reve and Baldr combo, stacking all those blazes, is going to be insane. It's going to set the game ablaze. Pun intended. Alright, so Caroline skill adjustments. Good old Caroline. With her S2, she's just the most dominant single target DPS in the game. Mostly used, almost exclusively, I should say, for bosses and world boss. And boy, did she just get even better. So, purpose, maintain performance and secure legendary attack roll while changing skill gem effect. Passive 3 image converter, increase the number of converted buffs to increase power of all skills. Currently, it's when gaining a buff other than attack up, gains an enhanced buff that increases attack by 20% for 3 turns instead. Now it's going to be when gaining a buff other than attack up, gains an enhanced buff that increases attack by 20% for 3 turns instead, can hold up to 3. That means she can give herself a self buff of an additional 60% attack potentially, which is already insane. Special skill, which is basically her S2, high energy laser beam, added an effect that can deal more damage in proportion to the number of enhanced buffs. So currently, magic damage plus blaze and magic defense reduction on crit. Changes now will be magic damage plus blaze and magic damage reduction on crit, and an additional 10% skilled damage in proportional to the number of buffs max level would be 15%. So at 15%, depending on how many different buffs she has, she can be gaining that much more attack power. So it's just absolutely ridiculous, the attack potential that Caroline has right now. Just guys and gals, if you have Caroline, max her S2, run her with a Fabian or a Heavenly, and just watch the magic commence, because it's a thing of beauty. You know, 200,000 damage, 300,000 damage. Hey, let's try to go for 400,000 plus. Why not? Just absolutely insane. Just throw in a Cardi in there as well, if you in a way, and just make things even better. Because why not? Caroline, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Skill gem effect changes. 5% chance of ignoring target's magic defense will now be 5% chance of instant kill on enemy. I wonder if that was a way to try to make her somewhat relevant in PvP, but honestly, 5% chance is still way too low. And again, channeling in PvP is a bit too slow, in my opinion, so I just don't think she's still going to be very viable in PvP at this time. She's still just going to be that beast for bosses, and honestly, let's just leave her there, because bosses is where she finds her place to shine, and I do not mind it at all. The change of passive 3 makes it easier to hold many enhancement buffs and is expected to create new skill effects and synergies. Her position as a top single target DPS will not change in bosses. Absolutely not. No one's catching her in DPS for bosses at this time. She's just too insane. Victoria skill adjustments. Purpose, maintain performance and create a hard counter to shields and barriers. Ultimate skill, total annihilation, enhance additional effects from barriers and safeguards. Eris is also another unit in the game that's really good for taking down shields and barriers and safeguards as well. So, her current physical damage plus remove barrier, safeguard, and apply stun is now going to be physical damage plus remove barrier, safeguard, and apply stun. Increases skill damage by 50% if target has barrier, safeguard. At max, it'll be 100%. So, it's going to do a lot of damage. I mean, they basically just made her like another Eris in a way, if you think about it. And then her skill gem effect change is going to be 10% chance of ignoring target's physical defense will now be 10% chance of obtaining 1 soul. Them skill gems effects, I don't know. I'm just never really been a fan of them. The percentages for most of them are just way too low. So they hardly ever go off. But when they do, I guess they're nice. But hey, it is what it is. All right. Sorry about that. Might cut out. So we have Kang Rim skill adjustments. Let's see here. So purpose instant kill specialist, hard counter to banish revive, death immunity, roll enhance. So Kang Rim, and I already read these ahead of time, but Kang Rim and Freya got some big buffs. And I'm not going to talk about, just save the time on the video, I'm not going to talk about their current skills for all of these. I'm going to talk about what their new skills are going to be. So, for our boy Kang Rim, for his S2, back row targeting possible. You can now target back rows with his S2. This makes him viable in PvP. Deals 220 and then 160% attack magic damage and has a 100% chance to inflict restraint for 2 turns. Notice it's now 100% chance without Mark of Death. It is now 100% chance to restrain. That is absolutely phenomenal, and that is also going to help in boss fights, because no longer do you have to wait to get Mark of Death off to try and get restrained. You can now just do it instantly, because it's going to be 100% chance. You give him Moonset gear, and he's just going to go off. So, double restrain turn count on enemies with Mark of Death, so it's going to be double. It's going to go up to 4 turns of complete lockdown with Mark of Death. Like, that's just absolutely insane. And then on his ultimate skill, his S3, everything stays the same except costs 0 souls against enemies with Mark of Death. That is absolutely dumb. So that is going to make him not only viable for soul management in PvP, that is going to make him absolutely soul management heavy for PvE as well, allowing you to do a lot more crazy combos and break down those, break down that damage on enemies that much quicker, because you're not going to be wasting all those souls on his S3. You're going to be able to just use it for free every single time permanently throughout the fight if the boss has a Mark of Death applied. That is absolutely insane. That is insane. So he's going to be very viable in PvP now, I believe. He's going to be very, very good in boss fights, and that is not all. There is more. I feel like I'm doing an info commercial for something that's for sale. Like, oh, and there's more. Because there is. Because Kang got the love. So, on his passive 1, on top of what he already can do, he now has this awesome addition. Enemies that are defeated by Kang will not be able to gain death immunity or revive. Now, if it is as it just specified, if it works exactly how it was typed out here in the patch notes, does this mean that Bone Daddy, McCarthy, McNuggets, McRib, whatever you want to call him, Ghost Rider, does that mean when you kill him with Kang using any of his 3 skills, will that keep Bone down permanently? Because if you read the passive for McCarthy, it does say that he gets to be revived with 1 HP, which I guess would count as a death immunity or at least a revive. So we'd have to do some testing. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about that. But would that not shut down Bones? Which would be a huge counter in the current PvP meta right now. That would be something that I'd really like to test out. I do have Kang. He's at +2, so as soon as these patch notes do go through, if no one else has an answer by then, we will be testing him out, and we'll know for a fact if it works or not. But if so, that is absolutely insanity. Because that would also, I believe, take out Fabian as well. We'll have to see, but that's pretty damn awesome if so. Either way, really cool. So he got a big buff. Our boy Kang, man, he got some love today by Elune in Gameville. Now, Freya skill adjustments. On her S2, she gets heals all allies by 140 and then 113% attack, and create barriers that absorbs up to 140 and 113% attack of all damage, excluding soul damage for 2 turns. So, pretty crazy. She giving you a barrier and AoE heals all in one skill. Nuts. And then on her passive 1, increases heal amount by 1% for every 1% of health the target is missing. Phenomenal. If the target that received a heal from Freya does not restore full HP, the target will receive additional HP that is equivalent to 10% of max HP. Passive 2, when enemy attacks hit ally, heal all allies by 20% of attack for every ally that gets hit. So if you get hit by an AoE attack, whoo, the heals are going to be coming in spades because, wow. And if you pair that passive 2 up with Weiwei's S2, your team is super duper tanky. Like, absolutely insanity right there. Freya coming out swinging. She's like, yo, did y'all forget about me, the best healer in the game? Come on now. So Freya got some love. Absolutely awesome there. Very, very cool. I don't have any dupes of Freya, but I do have a Freya, and I do use her on occasion, and I like that buff. That's going to make my dragon runs, I feel, a lot easier. That's where I usually use her the most. That and the mummy. So, very, very cool. When Freya heal lands, an ally heals all allies by 10% of heal amount for every ally that receives. I'm gonna have to read that again. I think that was worded weirdly. So her passive 3, when Freya's heal lands on ally, heals all allies by 10% of heal amount for every ally that receives heal. So just her passive alone, her passives are just insane right now. She's getting all this increased and all this AoE and all this additional healing from all 3 of her passives. Her passives alone, you don't even, like, you're not even talking about skilling up her 1, 2, and 3rd skill. We're literally just talking about her 1st, 2nd, and 3rd passives, just giving you this outrageous amount of healing. Like, she is now truly, if she wasn't before, she definitely is now definitively the best healer in the game. Absolutely nuts. So Freya getting some much needed love. I love it. I kind of wanted her S3 to get an additional turn, but since they went ahead and revamped all of her passives and made them very OP, I'm okay with it. She's just very, very much going to help with your Wei, making your team a super duper Say that 10 times fast, guys. Jeez. Whew. Let's just move on to the next topic. I'm getting doopy or loopy or something over here. I don't even know. Droopy. There we go. Transcendent legendary stats increases. So all stats of legendaries when you transcend them are now going to get bumped up. So it's going to be 110% on +1. +2 is going to be 120%, and it's going to be 140% on +3. +4 is going to be 160%, and then +5 is going to be 180%. What the weird one is going to be getting a +2. It says 120%, but that's what it was originally, so that's kind of weird. But maybe they meant to make that 125, maybe 130. I don't know. But either way, when you +5 a unit, it's going to be going up 180% of its base 6-star stats. So that's pretty crazy. That's a good little bump there. It's going to be very nice, especially for a lot of units that really want higher attack stats to make the rest of their skills work really well, like a Wei, like a Reve, like a Caroline, a Baldr, McCarthy, pretty much every unit in the game. I mean, let's be honest. So pretty crazy stuff there. And then we got a bunch of additional notice of skill bug fixes at Impact Gameplay. I'm not going to read all those. I'll let you guys read all those yourselves to kind of save time here on the video. So I will have this linked in the description below as always. Make sure you subscribe here so you guys don't miss a thing here on Elune and other content that we share here on the channel. Don't forget to also go ahead and like the video if you did. Comment below if you guys want. Let me know what you guys think about all these changes. Are you excited? Are you on the fence? Would you have liked to seen other units getting a buff or a rework? Let me know all that and more in the comment section below. And make sure if you do subscribe, tick all notifications because YouTube is acting up yet again. And that's going to be it for me for tonight. So I hope you guys all enjoy your weekend wherever you are. Until then, have an awesome day as always. Peace.